What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Andy Make Candy. Today we're gonna be doing a story time about the time that I shit my pants. And yes, you heard it right. The time I shit my pants. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. The story starts off about beginning of freshman year. I was in band at the time, and every Thursday and Fridays we would go to games. So this was, I think, a Friday, right? And this Friday we were going to an away game, far away. It was probably like an hour or 2 or 3 hours away. So we went to the game, but it was at the end of the school day. We had to pack up all our stuff. We had to eat in the beginning, right? So my mom brought me some Whataburger, right? And this brown bag, and then a cup, right? So I went to go sit down with some friends, and I ate my food, right? Normally, right? Didn't feel anything. But after like 15 minutes, my stomach started to hurt. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, what the fuck? And then I went to the restroom, and then they were calling my name. I was like, bro, I need to go to the restroom. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to use the bathroom, right? They were calling my name to go to the bus because there were some lines that we had to do to get on the bus, right? There was like line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. I think I was on line 5 at that day. And line 5 is usually the last one to get packed up and ready to go. I was like, why can't they let me use the restroom if they're the last bus to leave, right? So I had to hurry up and get up and leave the restroom, right? I wasn't even done with my deposit. And that's when I knew I fucked up. I entered the bus, right? My bag right here, I had on this like black suit, you know, like what band people wear, you know? I had a black suit with some red stripes and all that stuff. It was hot as fuck. I was like, nah, dude. And plus I needed to take a shit, so I was like, what the fuck? And then at that time, I was sitting with my friend beside me. We're gonna call him Juan. So Juan was beside me. He was my buddy for that whole year, you know, riding next to me, bus buddies. And Juan was like, bro, you okay, dude? Bro, my fucking stomach hurts, dude. Like, I can't even hold this shit. Well, it's a 3-hour drive. I mean, you could either get off now or you can leave. And I was like, I'll just hold it. Maybe it won't be a long 3 hours, you know? That was a mistake that I did. That was a mistake that I did wrong. I should have got out that bus to take that shit, dude. But with my arrogant ass, I decided to stay on the bus and try to make the 3 hours, right? Wrong. And let me remind you, right? This bus is full of band students, right? From the tip of the bus to the end, right? And then me and my friend Juan were right here, right? He was on that side of the seat, I was on this side, the window side, right? And then there were some friends behind me, some cute ass girlfriends, you know? Like the perfect ones, right? The ones that I was trying to hook up with, you know? They're right here and they're right here. So me and Juan were talking to the girls, right? We were standing up. You know how you stand up on the bus, like you just lean back on the wall, on the window, and I was just talking there, right? And then suddenly these things would come up, like these pains in my stomach, dude. I don't know what it was. It felt like someone was punching me in the stomach, like, you know, like hard as fuck. I was just sitting there on the bus, you know. Oh, And then Juan was like, bro, you good, bro? Like, what happened? Bro, my fucking stomach hurts, dude. I can't deal with this shit, dude. And the girls behind me were like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? The other one was like, are you okay, dude? Like, what's wrong? I need to take a shit. Sorry, guys. My girl texted me because I didn't text her in the whole day. Oh, well, shit happens. Oh yeah, so where was I off? So an hour goes by, you know, we were playing like some games, you know, like would you rather, would you do this, would you do that, what are the chances, you know those games? We were playing that, and in the middle of those games, the same shit happens again. At that moment, dude, I knew I could not hold this shit any longer, dude. It was only like 2 hours into the ride, and I was like, nah, dude, I can't hold this shit any longer. I felt like someone put laxative in my drink. You know, like the powder or the liquid they put in people's drinks so they can make them shit. That's what I thought happened to me, because like, no, dude, this isn't no regular shit that I have to take. This is some fucking King Kong shit that's gonna come out my booty hole. So I was like, hey, bus driver, can you please stop the bus? I need to go take a shit. And she was like, we're in the middle of nowhere. How are you gonna go take a shit? And I was like, I would do anything to get this shit out of my fucking system right now, dude. You don't know how painful this is. And then her arrogant ass was like, no, sorry, I can't stop right now. I was like, bitch. And everybody behind me was like, bro, why don't you stop the bus? You just heard him that he needs to take a shit. And everybody was like, stop the bus, he needs to take a shit, right? And the bus driver was like, I can't stop. I was like, bitch, you could easily hit the brake or the emergency brake or something and open that fucking door so I can get off. If you don't open that door right now, I'm gonna jump out this fucking window that's right next to me, dude. On some real nigga shit. And so after that, I was like, nah, dude, I can't hold this shit. I told Juan, I was like, I need to take this shit, dude. I need to take this big ass shit. And he was like, bro, you're not serious, right? Like, you're not fucking serious right now, dude. I was like, and I remembered that my mom bought me Burger King at that day, right? So I grabbed the Burger King bag, the brown Burger King bag that was in my band bag. I grabbed that bitch. I was like, I have to do this. I got that bitch. I said, and everybody behind me was like, bro, what are you doing? You're on the bus. On the bus, nigga. And Juan right next to me was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude? We're in the middle of a bus ride. And the girls behind me were like, what the fuck are you doing? You're in the middle of a fucking bus, you idiot. I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm trying to take a shit. And then some arrogant ass girl, we're gonna call her Sam. Sam was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not 3. And I turned around and I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, just like that. No fucks were given at that moment, dude. After I said that, her ass just went. Just like that. Shut that bitch up right then and there. The bus ride there to the game was the longest. I tell you, the longest bus ride I've ever been on. Longest. The whole bus smelled like shit. I smelled like shit. The people behind me were probably dying because of the smell of the shit. I mean, what could I do? There was nothing I could do. I'm just sitting there and regret, like, damn, I should have took that shit at the school. We get there at the game. Bus stinky as shit. Everybody gets off. Everybody's staring at me. I'm like, who the fuck are you staring at? Who are you staring at, dude? You see how miserable I am right now, but you still want to stare at me and make me feel bad. And everybody passing by was like, ew. I was like, shut the fuck up. So after everybody was off the bus, I was just sitting there, right? Bag of shit right next to me, right? Just sitting there. Someone comes, they tell me get off, and we'll go to the field house, right? Let me remind you, this is before the game even started. We got there before the game started, right? So where do you think the football players were? In the fucking field house, dude. And that's where we went. So we get inside the field house. Everybody's padded up, you know. Everybody's getting in their mood to play football, to beat their niggas' asses. And I just walk in, just silent as fuck. You just hear the door open. And you just see my dumb ass. Everybody's just staring. Who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Like, who the fuck is this nigga? And I'm just walking. So I go into the field house, I clean up, I go back to where the band was, up in the stands. That shit was the most awkwardest thing ever. I was just walking by. I don't know if people knew what happened, but I know that people on the bus knew what happened. So I was just walking by like. It was so cringy, dude. We had to go play at halftime, you know, play our stuff, you know, all that good stuff. And then once we went back on the bus, the game was over, everything was over. We did our thing. We got back on the bus and we headed home. I tell you, the bus ride back to school was the cringiest, most awkward ride I've ever been on. I was just sitting there like, everybody else on the bus was like, it was a one of a kind experience, let's just say that. I mean, what you gotta do, you know? I couldn't hold it, so it's like, bus driver, you're gonna regret saying that I could not get off. So yeah, if you like this video, guys, if you like the video, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because it helps a lot around here. And so yeah, guys, if you have any video suggestions, just leave them down in the comments and I'll most likely do them. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you laughed at my misery, because there's some hoes out there. Bitch. And so yeah, see y'all in the next video.